Okay, so I'm going to show you how to build a scene in the commercial Equinox. These scenes are pretty easy. Once you make one, all the other ones are exactly the same. But for the sake of showing you how to do this, we're gonna start here. So when you click on the commercial Equinox in the area view, we'll talk about the different tabs over here in just a second. But in the area view, if you click on the commercial Equinox, it'll open up this. You have 16 available scenes. I thought there were 16. Maybe there's only 15. So you want to click on scene 1, double click it, or right click it, my bad, and go to Task Wizard. Okay. So once you're in Task Wizard, I'm going to show you what you need to do. So under Lighting, you want to go to Toggling, and then you want to go on with Auto Learn. The reason you want to do Auto Learn is because that Auto Learn is the portion that's going to let them change the scene later on. So if you read over here, it says turns loads on to a specified level. Remember the load levels if triggered for a specified learn time. What it doesn't tell you is that if you change the loads, their dimming levels to where you want it, and you want it to change that scene, you basically push and hold on the scene until it turns orange or red or whatever color it turns to. So we're gonna do on with Auto Learn, which is the scene version. It's the scenes. Excuse me. That is how you create a scene that you can change later. If you didn't want to be able to change it, you just set on. But as best practice, we want to set that to on with Auto Learn. And then we go to loads, and you can select here to select them all, or you can select whichever loads you want. And then we go to levels. For scene 1, we're going to set these all to 100. You can actually do a shift click. Okay, I don't know if I can do this. And then type in 75, hit enter, and it'll change everything. So let's do that again. Shift click. 100, enter. It changes. So it's pretty quick. You can do some pretty quick things. You don't have to worry about any of this. LED action, that's the LEDs on the buttons themselves. And then we want to label this. So I'm going to label this as custom 100. Oh, look at me not putting the capitalized letter in there. Okay, and then I'm hit OK. All right, so now that we have a scene that's custom 100, if you look over here on the right, you're going to see it says task, and it says custom 100. So that's that scene that we built. And then we want to change, you don't have to do this, but I like to do it anyway, just because I am thorough. And then you hit over here, you'll see it change from scene 1 to custom 100. And then I'm going to actually change up to 4 different scenes, and you can add them later. Just follow this video and figure out how to do that. And then over here on the right, we're going to go to Equinox view. And if you click on the Equinox guy right there, where in the world? Commercial profiles, maybe? Sometimes I have to roam around. I thought it was right here. Maybe it's here. You have to apply it to the project. Where is this stupid thing? Sorry, you may have to add a commercial profile. There we go, sorry. Okay, we're gonna make this the admin, okay, profile 1. Let's just make the password something like 1234. We can change that later. We're not going to do shades. Our default is the default screen. You want to keep that. I'm going to take away the partition screen. And then if I go to here, right click, add. Wow, this is fun, right? Okay, sorry. Go to project, which you can actually change that name in the touchscreen. But go to project. You can actually change it over here in area view too. I'll show you how to do that. Right click scenes, add scene button. So we want to add 4 scene buttons. 4. So created 4 scenes. So for scene 1, I'm going to set this to custom 100. It actually changes the name right there. Okay. So in review, sorry, this is a little crazy. It took me a while to remember how to do that. But in review, click on from the area view over here on the left side, click on the commercial Equinox and right click on the scene you want to change or add. Click Task Wizard, on with Auto Learn, click on your loads, select your levels, change your levels to where you want them, and then create your, change your name for it. Okay. Then go to, change the scene name up at the top for you. And you'll probably want to change these names to something a little bit less, more customizable, because 75, I mean, that's pretty non-customized. Then go over here to the left and go to Equinox View. Click on the project and then click on, if you need to add a scene, you can add a scene button, but click on the scene that you want to add. Go to the scene that you want it to be, and that's it. So when you upload all of these things to the controller, it'll have all of these names, and you actually have to dig in to add them to the touch screen. But if you don't have these already set in the program, you won't be able to add them to the touch screen. And with the 41, you cannot create new scenes from the touch screen. So you have to do this in order for it to work. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the 175, 50, and then 25. I may change the name to where it's a little bit more customizable, but that's generally what it's going to be. So scene 1, it's going to be 100, 2 is going to be 75, then 50, then 25.